Genji Shimada of Overwatch versus Queen Maeve of the boys team The Seven. Two characters from two groups that stand as Earth's most mighty. Overwatch, protectors of Earth, reckon of all the attributes of a profound team, versus Queen Maeve's team, The Seven, that is a discount Justice League that has assets at hand but never used them because of too much of big poppin' superstars that care for nothing but themselves. Queen Maeve stands out as being a character that has a little bit more light and essence to her. Stands as a cool character with interesting and intricate form of representation in the matter of her purpose, views, change, and connect. It has an anti-hero sense of sting to her, and is a very cool case of matter character in her own right. In today's video, I'm going to be putting these two up against each other and seeing who would win by the case of matter of the commission, and explain to you why it is very interesting.
Give me head, 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 baby, and she finna, she wanna come and just, I don't wanna fuck just, yeah, all of these niggas ain't hating on me, but it's been with us, yeah, his mama, keep your clothes on and give me head, all of these niggas ain't told me to walk on the motherfucking beat, I ran, I blow the shit up, let me in, I ran, that's if I'm to go like, bitch, I am, so his bitch, and I slam this bitch like a motherfucking slave, the minute she saw me, you know that she flashed, she fucking with me cause she know I'm a head, G-L-O-U-P, they wanna be like me, can't walk my session, it's VIP, I'm so high, yo, can't be where I be, like, don't try us, D-I-E, if shit get busy, I feel like I'm neat, I'm trying to get litty, yo, bitches.
Starting off against Shimada, Genji was just a chill, fly player boy in Japan, belonging to the Shimada clan, a case of matter of underground player mafia in Japan, Yakuza SS group. A group that supported multi case of matter assassinations, money and arms dealing, things like that. But Genji didn't want to be part of that. No. He just wanted to go ahead and chill, do his thing, get money, get women, general case of matter, fly man stuff. He didn't want to be in all those case of matter things. He wanted to live up to his responsibility. But that upset the elders. And so Hanzo fought him and more or less desecrated this man and damn near killed him. He was saved by Overwatch, met and go ahead for me saying her name right, for Mercy. And with this being said, was recruited in the case of matter for Overwatch, but given cyborg enhancement and capability of new life to help Overwatch dismantle the Shimada clan and other stuff as being a member of Blackwatch. Blackwatch would do multi case of matter of things, and he was there for the case of the Retribution event with the case of Overwatch taking out the case of Talon's great lawyer and businessman in that time, but it wasn't through taking him in, it was through killing him, as Reyes would decide, you know what, fuck all that action and just kill him. Genji would get a new case matter cyborg body, better, faster, enhancer, and was a part of the mission to go ahead and subdue Doomfist. He would get cracked and start choking on his own wires when he fought him, but was able to get around, blitz him, and do multi case matter of things. But besides the case matter of his history there, Genji is a very skilled swordsman, a cyborg samurai ninja, and within case of matter of taking in his body, he wasn't comfortable with it, but after meditation, counseling, and greater spiritual rehabilitation, this man was able to go and accept himself as his own form of being and not defined by the case of how his body is, take his body as his own skin, and forever be case of matter of a freaking like disciple to Zenyatta, one of the case of the Yamic monks. Within his skills and power scaling, whatever things like that, master swordsman, master in modern forms of mixed case matter of martial arts like judo, tinkotin, taekwondo, silat, multi forms of different acrobatics and agility with his movement, able to climb walls, run across a matter of buildings, very proficient. Is able to go and react to bullets and rockets, easily putting him from the case of matter of being able to dodge and split arrows from his brother, which arguably maybe could shoot faster than common arrows from the case of matter of velocity. The fight that takes place in the future, but you know, mixed thing, would be easily supersonic to hypersonic to the Helix rockets from Soldier 76, and arguably from the record of different things that have been shot at him that he's been able to react to, be reasonably massively hypersonic. Plus he's able to spar with Count Tracer, who with case of ability to split between time perception and movement and having vague ghost like features would reasonably put him in that pretty good stand. And obviously Tracer's holding back and it isn't sparring, and his sparring has never been seen to be too dramatically big rocking, but has the account that they did take each other very seriously in these case matter events and were not playing around when it came down full quick C's rocking with each other. The case of just one and done stances of things. So with this being said, it is reasonable to say that in some aspects Genji is relative to Tracer, but I would not say that he's on the same exact level, but at the same time it's not necessarily fodder, you know what I'm saying? He's obviously not stronger than Tracer, I would say, because they're greater capabilities, but yeah, and at the same time, like I said, he was blitzing around Doomfist, wasn't entirely tagging him fully, as Doomfist was not really taking any damage or feeling anything about it, and was more kind of getting overwhelmed and able to adapt around him and obviously smack him. But the other capabilities of possibly his speed, which I'll get more into when it comes down to the matchup, is arguably scaling to lasers or a form of plasma-like blast, with the case of matter of him getting damn near possibly one-shotted by different format of lasers in game. You could possibly say that they are, and same time the case of him being able to react to a no sector laser with any Overwatch 2 0 hours short. As some case matter blast or other things in game you could say are lasers, some form of that, but it's very mixed interpretation on that. And Overwatch I would say constantly scales in the matter of massively hypersonic plus 2 considerably relativistic, right, like sub-relativistic. But I would say the no sector bond scaling to Tracer could put him onto that. So at high end, which is not the most concrete consistent, you could arguably say that he is about good relativistic, like 10 to 20% the speed of light, right, on that Afro Samurai touch. So yeah, I would say that you have a good argument to say that he's about that level, right? But when it comes to AP, he easily has showcased capability to be in the small building plus to possibly about building level, as he was able to go ahead and cut off the case of the left hand of an Omnic build to survive multi-case matter blasts or hits from different record of people, stand against multi-case matter characters and lore by different record of comics and statements. That should stand in that, and arguably in this case is surviving a punch from Doomfist after cratering in the ground should stand that. There's been a wank to arguably say multi-city block from cutting the hand of the Omnic, but I've never seen a calculation, and I don't really receive that from the way of magnitude that the hand possibly would have to be that. And I feel like small building plus is more consistent for him than the other. So yeah, simply put there. And that's pretty much it for Genji when it comes to AP and speed. His hacks, he has shurikens, he has capability to go ahead and tap into the Shimada magical potential of the dragon, and he's able to go ahead and bring out a green energy dragon that allows him to move faster, strike harder, adapt in multiple matter of ways with the case of speed and proficiency, pretty much go full Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on a motherfucker. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes down to Genji. Time to talk about Queen Maeve herself. Queen Maeve, like a lot of young girls and boys, were injected with Compound V at a young age. Her father knew of the case of the repercussions possibly come, but didn't care, wanted to get money and make her be the ultimate superstar girl, make her be the Wonder Woman of the verse. But then plowed out the money and splooged it all in the case of matter of gambling debts or whatever the fuck, right? And she was pretty much made into being the ultimate femme fatale. She went to Godolphin University and reflected against all odds to be the case of one of the top superheroes and joined the Seven and was a part of it for a few years and was in love with a woman. I forgot her name, Lila, so correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm saying her name wrong, but then fell into an affair with the case of matter of Homelander. But Homelander became more and more shining of his terrible attributes and basically more and more kind of like mentally and psychologically distorted some of the matter of her reality and more formed her into not necessarily a bad person, because she still was trying to keep her morals and keep her sanity, but more strained her along into bad form things and kind of kept sabotaging any sense possibly him doing his own thing and always being aligned with her and pretty much having her always by his side because of a mix of arguable attraction and possibly this pure fact of him being a user. But at the same time, this would all come to an end with a different matter of acts that come into the boys, and he would no longer just simply be on her dick, pretty much in this case, even if not having one, and just pretty much doing the most to now get back into love spotlight consistently and not fucking around. That would bigger more change when she went to the queue to go ahead and be with Soulja Boy and Billy Butcher to go ahead and kill Homelander. But when they all switched up on Soulja Boy, which is mixed justified, but at the same time, no offense, focusing on Homelander was a better matter of move, right? Even if Soulja Boy would not want to go and do it, because you know Soulja Boy is a level 99 crash out. She would sacrifice herself when he was about to go ahead and destroy the building, and roll about some Roman Reigns tackling this motherfucker out of the building on some clean shit, and damn near dying, but really just getting their powers taken away and surviving a city block level case of matter of explosion and damn near evaporating half a great deal of the building of tower. But besides the case of her history and all that stuff, when it comes down to the case of her potency, skill, arsenal, all that stuff, her suit to possibly her skin is bulletproof. She could possibly just be bullet resistant, but her suit is the only thing that was seen to be shot by an assault rifle. By the case of Homelander, she's very skilled martial artist, able to beat 3 trained people. Doesn't have any record of great knowledge in martial arts, but considerably boxing, Muay Thai, other record of accolades, having a sword with her that we're going to give her in the case of matter of her equipment here, and being just a very skilled form shawty in the case of matter of sword play and same time hand-to-hand combat, as she was able to actually outdo Homelander in some regard and possibly should scale maybe in skill to Soulja Boy, even though Soulja Boy doesn't have a record of being more skilled than her because of his experience and the fact that he knows what he's doing and isn't like his technical son who throws around his strength constantly. They should considerably be in that range, especially since like key issues I believe that they considerably could be scalable, as I believe Queen Maeve is considerably more stronger than Billy, but I don't know how much, mainly by skill, physically, you know, that might be a whole nother argument, but still, when it comes down to her AP, she again was able to go and hang a Homelander and rock with him, even though he was holding back, she was still able to put a little bit of work and really rock with him. And so, with being able to hurt him, surviving this blow by Soulja Boy's case of explosion, it did take away her V, but she did survive the case of explosion and is out hiding with the case of matter of her bow thing, you know what I'm saying? She reasonably would be from the case of low M, just being city block on like a half scuff thing, even though again, Soulja Boy did do a city block level case of matter explosion and did cause a great case of matter explosive radius of that yield, and be about in that matter to reasonably, if you would say that she should scale on the scuff of Soulja Boy to the case of Homelander, that with in the case of the chain scaling stands from someone like Soulja Boy, who said atomic bomb would be possibly greatest deal yet to go ahead and take him out. But Soulja Boy obviously scaling to someone like Homelander a little bit, even though Homelander was going to kill him if it wasn't for Billy's help, and possibly her scaling over Billy and blah blah blah. You have a mixed toll of stuff. Again, Soulja Boy needing a freaking Sorabon to possibly kill him would put him in the case of matter of the large town level case of matter of explosion, but then scaling to Homelander, where Homelander has the account that no weapon on Earth could kill him. There isn't a single weapon they haven't thrown at him, right? He's the most powerful soup in the world, most powerful thing on the planet. He could possibly scale in the city level plus, or if you really think he could take New York off of the face of the freaking map, then he could actually be in the mountain level. There's a lot of ranges. I would say the most consistently, again, the backpedal would be like a low strong stand of city block, the city block plus, right? Then from a considerably consistent to arguable high end, as I would say there's an argument to put her in town level, not large town, like arguably where Soulja Boy and Homelander should scale considerably, depending on how you perceive those arguments, right? That you could arguably put her in those greater high ranges. I would say she reasonably should be like town level, right? So yeah, that's her AP when it comes down to the discussion, but speed is where we get considerably higher. So the Boys universe, obviously being a discount version, different matter of hero accolades, has very mixed bar representation of some different of these greater feats and capabilities and scaling. But the thing is that in the verse you have a character named Starlight, who obviously within her name or her capabilities shoots out light, It is not actually light by multiple counts, but how it is seen and showcased could arguably beg to differ, as she gets her powers from technology or electricity of multiple variants and kinds, and so there's an argument that when she's shooting her light, it is this higher voltage electricity and not actually light. Granted, again, how it's seen, how it's shown, and arguably the reception of it, you could say it's that. The main arguments for why it's not, and I would say you could arguably say it is, as in the case of matter of the official audio and description of multi forms of fights or situations involving Starlight or anyone else that has a light beam look-alike or aspects attacks, it is said to be light. This is shown by key issues. This is shown by multiple different other case of matter of scalars within the discussion, and I believe that even though yes, it is a vague term to call some like Homelander and Billy Butcher's laser eyes lasers, right? And it is usually said like that, right? Doesn't necessarily make it that. I don't think it's too hard to believe that it is lasers, aka light. Some of these arguments go from Starlight facing A-Train dodging these, and him barely even reaching plus Mach 2, then going on to be relativistic and damn near faster than light is ridiculous. I would say that because of how cracked out and much of a crackheaded Compound V that he is on, that he could arguably be said to be able to do this. And again, with an official audio, it is said that light is shooting at Soulja Boy, so he should, in this case Soulja Boy, be reaching light speed. Okay, especially if you're like me and other scalers who believe that he beats Captain America from the MCU, which I perfectly believe in. If you think he's faster, then simply put, speed is relative. But then, when she was fighting Homelander, she lifted up her left arm and braced for the light. Light is supposed to reflect off of that. It did not. Now granted, this isn't the first time something like this happened in fiction and be considered to be light. So I think arguably whatever her armor is made out of, and considerably the pure fact that it could just be a representation outlier, it is mixed to say. It's also just the fact that it's the boys, and usually people would not consider these type of verses to have that case of matter of feel about it, because it simply put is just not that type of form of verse, right? But I would say that there is a lot of form of argument to say whether or not, but it is to your interpretation. So if she isn't pushing light with bullet timing and capabilities to rock with these other characters, especially Homelander, be upscaling Black Noir and his other people, right? She should be reasonably massively hypersonic plus. But if you believe like me, it should be that there's actually light capabilities and upscaling these other people who should be able to possibly react to light and get over these people by durability and speed, then simply put, she should be scaling in the sub to mid relativistic, aka about 30 to 50% the speed of light. So that goes for AP and speed, and I explain everything else. If it isn't obvious, this fight is very mixed, this being said, and there's a lot to go and explain and elaborate on different form of cuffs and things like that. But I believe all around, regardless of how you see it, if you think a person is not light speed or not, Queen Maeve gets a dub most of the time. She's too durable, has way more better record and accolades and feats and scaling to go off of. None of Genji's attacks could actually hurt her, and the Dragon Blade could possibly stun her for a minute, but there's an argument that she has a little bit better essence of light speed, that you could probably say that she's faster, and she would. And to be fair, the Dragon Blade never is shown to really do damage beyond the case of either spiritual or a little bit of sting hacks. And the capabilities and stuff, granted, Overwatch has not really popped out a great deal of power scaling or cool stuff to really say, but I would say proudly that simply put, the power scaling is way more in Queen Maeve's favor. So Queen Maeve is the winner. What do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I can't wait to go and see you guys in the next one of my different videos. I love y'all. Peace out, mommy. Love y'all.